Hello and welcome to Winging It with Ash. I am Ash, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we have a topic that maybe most of us can relate to, starting over. It's not an easy thing to do, but I think that it's super relatable and I've had some experience in it. One might say that I am an expert, sadly. But I think that in my experience, I can turn lemons into lemonade and share with you what I have done to help me move forward. I thought the best way to start this video out was to give you a little bit of a background because I realized that not all of you have been following me for a long period of time. I was married for 12 years and got divorced 3 years ago. For the longest time, I tried to avoid any conversations, any talking about my divorce, as well as being a part of any groups, church groups or anything that had to do with divorce. I did not want that label, and still I don't want that label, but I'm more comfortable now talking about it and I'm okay with people knowing. It's taken me a while to get here, but I want to be able to share on this channel how I have moved forward, how I have grown through my experience, and hopefully through that give some of you a little bit of hope. Because of my divorce, I not only lost my husband, I also lost my job and my career. And so I needed to start from scratch all over again. It took a long time for me to feel myself again. It took a long time for me to get my joy back. I'm naturally a joyful person, and so it comes natural to me. But when going through the experience of divorce, my joy had left. Like, I felt really awful, really, really sad, very like the deepest depression that I've ever experienced in my life. And I was truly afraid that my joy would never come back. And I had fear that I would never be the same again. The reality is that I was never going to be the same. In a good way though. I needed to make the decision to become a better person through the experience. I then was in a long distance relationship and it was lovely. I fell in love again and I was really excited about it. I packed all my stuff and I moved to Europe with the knowledge that it may not work out. And that's exactly what had happened. What my plan was not what had happened, and I needed to start all over again. But this time I was in Europe and I had the opportunity to stay in Europe. So I decided to start all over, but in a new country and a new culture. And I think that a lot of people who get divorced, who go through breakups, they go on this journey of exploring or finding new places, doing new things. And for me, this has been really healing and it has helped me become more of who I want to be. And the experience has been, I don't know, one of the best in my life. So I wouldn't change it. And that has to do with a lot of the things that I have intentionally done to be able to move forward. Okay, so that is my background. So you know that I do have experience, once with divorce and starting my life completely over again in the US, and having a major breakup and starting my life completely in a new country. Now you know that I'm a little bit more credible if you're questioning it. So let's get into the list. The 5 things that I have done to help myself move forward after a major divorce or breakup. Okay, so number 1, it was one of the most important things for me, is to be allowed and to allow yourself to grieve. You're not only grieving the person that you're losing, but you're also grieving the life that you saw with them or the security that you have in being with them. These things are major things that are life altering. And so to be able to allow yourself the time to grieve is so incredibly important. For me, I have a really hard time doing this because I just want to move forward. Like, I want to ignore the situation. I want to stay busy. I don't want to deal with it, but this is an unhealthy way of dealing. So I've learned over time that I need to take the time, allow myself to cry, allow myself to be upset, and heal in that time. It's so important. The second thing that I found incredibly important was to seek advice. Not advice from those that you know will tell you exactly what you want to hear and advise you towards the things that maybe will be unhealthy for you, but seek advice from those who you know love you and care about you and won't only tell you things that you want to hear, but also tell you things that maybe you don't want to hear. For me, this is my family and my friends, but also I made sure to seek out a therapist, someone who has experience in the same types of things that I was going through. It's easy to feel like you are the only one experiencing the things that you go through, but a therapist hears it all the time. Today's sponsor is BetterHelp, who I used when I was going through my breakup. BetterHelp is the world's largest therapy service, and it's all online. You can tap into over 25,000 licensed and trained therapists through BetterHelp from wherever you are in the world. I am currently in Barcelona, and I have been able to contact my therapist who's in the US and use her as often as I need. They make it simple and easy for you to sign up for the service. There's a small little questionnaire that helps them choose the therapist for you, and then you can get started from there. If the first therapist that they select is not best for you, then they make it super simple and easy to switch therapists. For me, this happened. The first therapist I was given was a great option, but not the perfect fit for me. So it was very easy for me to tell them, and they gave me a list of different therapists that I could choose from, including their bios. And from there, I was able to choose the best person for me. The therapist I got has been so instrumental in my growth, and she is very aware of the ways that I need her to listen, to encourage me, and to, I don't know, just, help me grow through my situations. Even though I'm in another country, I am unable to go into an office, I am able to meet her online if I just want to text or if we want a phone call, but normally I choose to do video call. I really enjoy seeing her face to face and being able to have that type of interaction. I feel like it's more personable, and for me, that works the best. But I know that at any time I can text my therapist and let her know that something's up or I need to meet sooner, this kind of thing, and I know that she will be responsive and make sure to accommodate me. If you're interested in getting therapy, or if you're going through something really difficult and you don't necessarily have the people in your life that you trust to give you the right information, then BetterHelp is a great option. I have 10% code that you can get 10% off of your first month if you'd like. It's betterhelp.com/wingingit. And it's BetterHelp, BetterHelp. I'll also put a link down below so that you can click on that if you're interested. Number 4 has become something that's even more important to me now than it ever has been in my life, and that's getting exercise. Specifically for me, I go to the gym because I'm not very self-motivated. Like doing things at home, doing yoga myself at home, like I can never get myself motivated enough to do it, but if I have a gym class to go to, then I will be there. And if I have someone like yelling at me or watching me do it, then I will finish. So this is something that before my divorce, I never really was involved in, and I don't like going. Let's be clear, like going to the gym is not something I look forward to. It's something I have to force myself to do every time, but I can tell that my mental health declines when I'm not getting that energy out, when I'm not getting exercise weekly and spending the time to take care of my body, as well as just like mentally get stuff out. For me, I hold a lot of things in, and so to be able to go to the gym to get rid of the negative energy through riding a bike as hard as I freaking can is probably the healthiest way for me to deal with these things. So for me, going to the gym weekly is incredibly important, and I think that anybody who is going through difficult things, to take care of yourself, take care of your body, take care of your mental health, these are some of the best things you can do for yourself to move forward. Okay, so number 5 is so fun. It's to say yes. Say yes to things that you normally wouldn't say yes to. Say yes to things that when you wanted to do them before, you needed to consider someone else. For me, I have morals and values that stop me from saying yes to everything. But being here in Barcelona, I have said yes to so many things that I've really enjoyed that I probably wouldn't have normally said yes to. And it's been amazing. Coming here to Barcelona in itself was me saying yes to something that I didn't think was possible, or if I was with a partner or with my partners, maybe it wouldn't have been an option. When you have to consider someone else, then it's much more difficult to make decisions for yourself because you're always considering someone else. I do enjoy that. That's a part of being in a relationship. But at the moment, I'm single. I'm by myself making my own decisions. So I'm able to do things that I can do myself and make a decision myself to do, which is a fun and exciting thing that I really like. I was married 12 years and then was in another relationship, so I have not had this single life opportunity to say yes to the things I want to do. It's also a big learning experience, but I have been really, really enjoying it. And I highly recommend it to you, those of you who find yourself in a similar position. Saying yes to things that you wouldn't normally gives opportunity for other things to happen. And I'm open to that. I want to allow myself to enjoy life and experiencing things that maybe I never thought were possible. And yeah, it's my opportunity now to do exactly that. Okay, I know I said 5 things, but I have a bonus one for you. So hear me out. The last thing is to better yourself. You have one life to live. You have an amazing life to live. You are worth so much, and there's so much you can do within this life. So I say, live it. Like, better yourself through this time. The experiences that you have, become a better version of you. For me, I've taken this time to reevaluate things, to reevaluate my life, to reevaluate who I am and the things that are important to me. Also the things that I want in my future. And I am determined to become a better version of myself through the things that I've learned and I don't know, learning like more about who I want to become or who I want to attract in the future, these kind of things, or who I want to surround me, like the influences that I want in my life. These are the things that I am focusing on now, and I'm so happy doing that. It makes me so happy to connect people, to be with people that motivate me, that inspire me, and I have been able to create that here in Barcelona, and I absolutely love it. I'm so happy, and I want this for all of you. There's so much to live for in this life, and we're the only ones, you are the only one, I'm the only one that can decide that for ourselves and how we are going to pursue it. So those are my 5 things that I suggest for you to do when going through a relationship breakup or divorce. It is not an easy thing, but life isn't easy. There are going to be many things in your life that are going to come up, and why not use those experiences to better who you are so that you can continue to grow in the process. It's a good place to be. I am very happy where I'm at now. And for so long, I didn't know that I would ever be here doing all this, experiencing all this. It was a depressing place to be. But I'm so amazed at this experience and where I am today. And I want to continue to get better and continue to grow and say yes to things that I don't expect. It's awesome. So yeah, I hope this is encouragement to some of you, that I can give you a little bit of advice, turn my lemons into a little bit of lemonade. Even if just one of you need to hear this today, it's worth it for me. So if you are interested in better help, if you need someone to talk to, if you need someone to give you advice, I highly recommend it through my own experience. I will leave the link down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please share with me your experiences as well. I would love to hear from you. I definitely know I am not the only one who has gone through these things. Like, so many of you can relate, and I love hearing your stories. I love hearing the positivity and the things that you have worked through. It's an awesome, awesome thing to have this community and be able to do something like that. I don't take it for granted at all. All right, I will see you in the next video. Ciao. Adios.